pledge allegiance to the flag, United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All righty. Adoption of the agenda. We have one addition we want to put on there.
Yes, I would like the board to consider whether to put Curtis Memorial Library on the annual town meeting warrant as a secret ballot item.
7.5. Sure.
I don't have anything, so keep it nice and short.
Yep. Town administrator's report.
I'm going to pass tonight. I'm fine.
Hey,
Oh, there's Black Woman
see
Covey.
somebody. All right. Comprehensive plan update. Hey, Jane. Can you hear us, Jane?
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate the opportunity to kind of update you on where we are in the plan. First of all, I'd like to say that I'm very optimistic that we're going to complete the plan, and it's going to be a good product in time for our town meeting in March. I want to draw your attention to the timeline that we've looked at here, just kind of update you on a few things. We've been working for several weeks behind the scenes. When I say we, Mark Ironman, myself, and Viewshed primarily, to finalize edits to the plan. Most of that work is done. I've seen today, just before I came here, part one of the plan, which is really the nuts and bolts of the plan, has been completed by Viewshed. Part two, which is the background information, is soon to be completed, and I'm confident that that's going to be a much better product than what we had a year ago. What I'd like to point out and just address here is a couple of things. We want to put out this edited version, this finalized draft, to you and to the task force by the 8th of January. If you're available and it's possible, we'd like to have a meeting with you folks on the 13th. We call it a workshop to kind of take a look at things collectively between the select board and the task force to make sure you feel comfortable with what we have. That gives you a little bit less than a week to kind of review the edited draft. But if that's possible, we'd like to nail that down as soon as possible. We have our next meeting on the 14th of January, the task force, and we're going to go over the plan and make any final edits at that point. And if you, obviously, on the 13th have any comments or inputs, then we will adjust accordingly on the 14th. We hope to have everything printed and available to the public by the 21st of January. That means on the website and copies here in the town office and at the libraries so that people can review them if they would like to do that. I know that Christy just sent an email this afternoon saying that the public hearing for February 22nd looks good for the community school. And so we're going to nail that down as a date that we can count on. And the only thing we have to work on is whether or not we want to have a hybrid meeting, if you will, or to make it just, in-person meeting. There are some complications there, and we'll have more to talk to you about that as we sort that out. But the 22nd of February is a firm date for the public hearing, and we're looking forward to that in February. By the 22nd of January, we'll have everything posted on the website so that people can review it. We also want to put out a short summary of the plan with a map for the future land use aspects of the plan and distribute that to the town via the master email list, if we can do that. I have planned on submitting articles to the Anchor in February and March. They're due on the 15th of January and 15th of February. But I will try to address key issues that come up and summarize the key parts of the plan that I think the public needs to focus on those particular articles. We also plan, in terms of outreach, to have available to the public some drop-in sessions, what we call drop-in sessions, and we'd like to meet here in the town office, have some people in the task force available to answer questions. We'll post those as we firm up the dates, but we just want to make sure that there's another venue or opportunity for the public to express concerns or offer inputs and so on the plan if they choose to do so. And then in terms of just basic signage and things like that to announce our public hearing and so on, we'll have the electronic sign in front of the town office. We'd like to have the sign in front of the community school available, if that's possible. I know we sometimes compete with other messages that we have there, but if that's possible, we can do that. And then we want to place signs on the entrances of 123 and 24 to announce the public hearing. But I'd like to just end this by saying that I am very confident that this plan is going to come together. It's going to be a meaningful document for the town. It's going to I think, set a direction for the town that I think we're not going to please everybody. It's hard to do that, but we'll address key issues that we have to look forward to in the next 10 or 15 years, providing a lot of recommendations and so on. As you all know, this is not something that's a legal document in the sense that whatever we put in this plan is not, we're not legally bound to do it. These are just recommendations and an effort to kind of coalesce where we think the town is now and where we think the town is in the future. And this timeline that I've just gone through is doable, and I'm very confident that we can come up with a good product in the end. Any questions?
Well, just one comment. I mean, it's a very long, arduous process. I've been following it on TV, and I'm quite impressed with it.
Yeah.
But my question would be on the 13th, what time? I'm free. How about you?
I think it's totally up to you folks. We'll flex to whatever is available for you, whether it's in the afternoon or whether it's in the evening.
Is that a Wednesday?
It's
a Monday.
It's a Monday.
Monday. Oh.
Can I join in?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Sorry, I was having trouble with hearing you, but I did read the summary, so that's not a problem. I will not be available on the 13th. I arrive back in Boston about noon, and we'll get into Harpswell probably late afternoon, 3, 4 o'clock.
How about the
next day possible?
Well, the reason we wanted to have the 13th is because the task force meeting is on the 14th. And we wanted to have whatever input the select board had that we could bring up on the 14th. So, I mean,
A morning, or could we do something prior to your task
Sure.
force meeting?
sure.
Okay.
We could do it on the 14th in the morning if you folks are available, and then we could provide whatever
Not too early.
No.
whatever comments or input you folks have. I think the task force would like to hear if there are any real concerns from the select board, we can go forward from that point.
What time is the task force meeting on the 14th?
6 o'clock.
well,
Okay, so you wouldn't want it, say, an hour before that? You'd like it earlier in the day?
Yeah, maybe.
Well,
Okay.
if Jane has any comments or any issues with it, you could get them to us if you can't be here. Would that be all right?
I could certainly do that
Um,
when we get the material.
Yeah,
I'm not sure on the 14th they're going to be.
the material,
Ready for
the
a meeting.
material, our goal is to have the material sent out to you on the 8th of January, next week, basically. And so that will give you 5 to 6 days to look at it and provide any comments or input that you might have.
So if you want to do that, we can stick with our original plan of the 13th. You can have your questions or whatever comments you have at that point. Would that be all right?
That would be okay.
All right, we're back to what time on the 13th?
10?
10 in the morning?
10 a.m.?
Is that all right?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
So Monday, January 13th at 10?
10 a.m. We'll have what we'll call a workshop or a meeting with the select board to get their input, comment, and then I'll bring that forward to the task force on the 14th.
Will it just be you representing the task force? or will you have-
Maybe a few more people,
Okay,
one or
so
two
we
more
should
people.
call it a task force and select board workshop?
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
Now, you said something about the March issue for the comp plan. That'll be a little late if we're going to go on the town warrant on the 8th. But
You mean you're talking about the public hearing on the 22nd, or?
no, the fact that you wanted articles for February and March issues.
What I wanted to do in March, the March anchor, which comes out the 1st of March, is to kind of lay out.
I guess my point is, the town meeting's on the 8th.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they'll be out for at least a week before that. So.
It will? Oh, okay. I never.
Yeah, so I mean, I haven't really kind of in my mind sorted out exactly what I would put in these articles, but I think the most important thing would be to focus on those areas that the community had the most concern about.
Land use.
Yeah, and make sure that we address that in those articles in a way that allows the public to feel confident as they go forward into the town meeting that they understand exactly where we are and what we want to do.
I think the idea of the drop-in sessions is a really good one. Just another opportunity for
Right.
people to come in and ask questions and
Yeah.
provide comments. So I think that's a,
And that's kind of to be determined. We'll kind of schedule that and make that available as soon as we work that out. But there'll be several opportunities for people to come in if they'd like to do it, and we'd be happy to do it. So that's kind of where we are.
Yep.
Bottom line is, thumbs up. We're going to make this happen. And
a lot of hard work on your
it's
part.
going to be good. It's going to be good.
Al and Mark,
Great
and they-
leadership. Yeah.
people from Viewshed,
All right, well,
credit.
thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity.
Well, thank you.
Al.
Right.
All right. Set 2025 shellfish license numbers. Same as
So
last year.
this comes before the board via the Marine Resources Committee, and it was provided to you recently. The state has suggested that we should continue the same number of licenses that we currently provide. These are for essentially commercial and also recreational, and you have been provided with that information. Apparently, there's no limit on the number of resident recreational licenses the town can limit.
No.
But of course, people are limited to how much they can
A peck.
dig,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a pack license.
Yeah, I move that we approve the 2025 request, which is the same as last year, I believe. So, yeah.
I second.
Oh, there you go.
All in favor? Aye.
I did have one question, though. The senior, it used to be just a lifetime thing. Now they want you to apply every year.
Yeah,
Because
state.
they want to know how many
Right, yeah.
are
Yeah.
still
I
being
understand.
actively used.
I understand.
Yeah,
The town did not do that. State did.
No, I
it
know.
was a requirement.
Yeah.
Just making sure, so I can go get my license again.
Nope, yep. You share the blame. Authorization of warrants. Oh, use of
Oh, you
contingency.
missed
Yep.
use of contingency.
Wrote that
So
down.
you have a memo from the Deputy Town Administrator and Treasurer, Terry Gaudet, dated December 31st, 2024. It's asking the board to approve the use of $23,368 from the contingency account. She did notify me that there was one more invoice that came in for $300, so that number is now $23,668. Our account has $25,474 in it, so we're going to have a very small contingency balance remaining. It will be under $2,000, and we are proposing to put more money in 2025. I will say, you can see, based on this memo, that the legal area of the budget really
Yeah,
kind of exploded, and we have put more money in our 2025 budget as well for legal and workers' compensation.
well, I move that we approve the use of $23,668 from contingency.
Second?
All in favor?
Thank you.
Okay. Now we get the warrants.
And I was reminded earlier by the treasurer that there's only one warrant since you did the last payroll warrant on Tuesday
Yep.
for the year.
Didn't do that yet.
This is an
7.5.
accounts payable, and
Yeah.
it's in the amount of $49,698.54. There are some prepaid amounts, so I'm sorry, the grand total is $244,650.20.
I move we approve that.
You get a second out of Jane?
Second.
All in favor?
Uh,
Now, back to Curtis Library, dealing about putting that on a ballot item this year.
Yeah, so in order to get an article on the secret ballot, it has to be to the town clerk 60 days in advance of that March 8th town meeting. And she informed me that she would need that by the 6th of January. So this would be your last meeting to discuss if there were any items that would fall into that category that are currently ready to be put on a ballot. And the staff is suggesting that it could be Curtis Memorial Library.
That's been on the floor for the last 2 years. so,
For the last
yeah.
2 years, it's been on the floor.
We can
Yeah.
put that on the ballot.
Yep.
I move we do that.
All right. You good with that, Jane?
Second.
Thank you.
Yes.
More discussion? All in favor?
Right?
Thank you.
Yep. Let's see here. Public comment? Nope.
Vast public.
Other business? Anything, Christie?
I do want to remind you, next week you have a workshop with the Budget Committee. I believe it's on Wednesday.
Right.
So,
That is one busy day for Kevin.
and I will remind you of the
Covering water.
time.
Wednesday at 3
Gotta-
o'clock.
Is it 3 o'clock?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I have written in here anyway.
Yeah.
so.
Yep.
So I just want to make sure that's on your calendar.
All right. If there's nothing else. How are things down there, Jane?
Very pleasant, thank you.
Oh, nice.
Good.
Good.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not pleasant here.
It's summer down here.
Bring some of that back with you. It's kind of cold tonight.
Yeah.
Indeed, yeah.
We'll see you soon.
All right.
Yes, you will.
All right.
Yeah.
See you later.
Take care. Happy
Be
New
with you
Year.
tonight. Take care, everyone, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
At this point, we're adjourned.